We start your 6 o'clock hour with a look at the roads this morning. KGW has issued a weather impact alert for a chance of icy conditions in the Portland metro area. Our Thomas Schultz is live in Drive 8 and has more on what he's been seeing.
And they indicated that there really wasn't any sort of ice or, slippery roadway.
Yeah, talking about that metal recycling truck that overturned on I-405 in downtown Portland yesterday morning, caused an hours-long backup traffic-wise. Portland Fire says they don't believe that this crash was caused by weather. We're going to hear what they think did cause it.
And we're officially 1 year out from the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan and Cortina, Italy. It's the first time the Olympics will have two host cities. An exclusive look on how both cities are preparing and a report from Italy. KGW News at Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm China Green.
And I'm Drew Carney. We do have two meteorologists on the Sunrise Show. Before we get to Chris McGinnis and Rod Hill, though, we do want to tell you about some school closures this morning. So all these on your screen running to actually Colton schools now 3 hours late. The Colton School District, again, as you see there on your screen, now 3 hours late. These others are running 2 hours late this morning. That includes Rainier, Hood River, Tillamook. We're told that Tillamook schools also no AM preschool at all this morning. We have a full list of school closings and delays running right there on the bottom of your screen. You can also check them out at KGW.com. And now, to the aforementioned Chris McGinnis and Rod Hill. Rod, let's start with you in today's forecast.
So we do have snow on the ground in a good portion of the gorge under Hood River, at least a couple of inches, could be more in some spots. We had a report out in Tillamook yesterday there was as much as 3 inches. There's snow down at fairly low elevations below 500 feet in the Coast Range and Highway 30 up into Rainier. So a reminder from those closures and delays that, yeah, we have snowy areas still around our region. We have an impact alert up this morning until 9 a.m. This is precautionary as we are on watch for potential icy spots as temperatures get down to freezing in some areas this morning. So Thomas Schultz is out reporting. So far as I know, we haven't had any issues, but temperatures could still be going down all the way into the 7:30 hour this morning. So use extra time. Good idea to slow down and just realize this is one of those mornings you could get caught off guard with some icy patches. Here are the temperatures, and they are mostly above freezing, including 36 in Portland and Vancouver. But the east side, Gresham, Happy Valley, Oregon City, all at 32. 34 in Kaiser, 38 degrees in Salem. It is mainly dry and mostly cloudy out there at this hour. 40 degrees at noon. There's a shower threat, but most of the time you'll find dry weather and partly sunny skies in the 40s later today. Here's Chris.
Rod, so far as we start the 6 o'clock hour, light freeway volume out there, so good news. Highway 26 over Mount Hood, you can see the snow coverage there. Chains or traction tires required this morning as they are out in the Coast Range. This is Highway 26 near the Sunset Rest area and, of course, the Coast Range, an area that is seeing a number of late openings that are scrolling along across the bottom of your screen. Down low, I-5 near Capitol Highway looks like that is rolling right along. I-5 out of Clark County looks pretty good, but we do have photojournalist Thomas Schultz out on the road checking for icy patches on this Thursday morning. Thomas, what do you see?
Yeah, well, Chris, we're right now on I-26 westbound. Let's show you a look at the roadway here. We're approaching Hillsborough now, and so far traffic is moving pretty smoothly. Once again, like we've been seeing all morning long, we're seeing some cars being maybe a little bit more cautious, especially as that volume of traffic picks up. So far, we haven't seen any ice on the roadways, fortunately, in the spots that we've been. We went over to the east side of the county a little bit earlier. Now we're checking out the west side and the West Hills here. But there is still a little bit of precipitation and rain and just wet, slick spots on those roadways to be cautious for. We're heading towards Banks now, and the Banks School District says that some of those buses are on snow routes today. Of course, other districts have 2-hour delays and things like that that they're dealing with too. So far, so good roadway-wise, but of course, just a reminder to be cautious, especially with those lower temperatures that we're seeing, some approaching freezing in our area. Give yourself a little bit more time on those roadways on your morning commute today, guys.
Thomas, thank you, and we will be keeping an eye on the weather all morning long for you. So to help us stay on top of it, send tips, photos, videos to the number you see there on your screen, 503-226-5088. And a reminder, too, you can catch up and stay up to date on the latest coverage over on KGW.com and on the KGW Plus TV app.
All right, let's get back to that breaking news story we covered all morning yesterday here in the Sunrise Show. In an update, Portland Fire and Rescue says weather and slick roads did not cause that metal recycling truck to overturn on I-405 downtown. Rick Raves with Portland Fire and Rescue thinks that some of the metal that was inside that truck shifted, and that's what forced it to roll over.
That had a load shift at an inopportune time. So the heavy load in the back shifted, caused the vehicle to go over onto its side.
Yeah, some of that debris you see scattered across the freeway. Some of it fell onto South Harbor Drive underneath the freeway. That stretch of 405 eventually reopened, but not until about 11 o'clock in the morning. That was after hours of traffic delays. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
And Vancouver fire crews were called to a semi-truck that went off the road along Highway 14 in Vancouver. So this happened around 7 yesterday morning. The semi was buried deep in the mud on the westbound side of the highway. No one was hurt here. Authorities are now investigating a possible diesel and antifreeze leak from the semi. Today marks 1 year before the opening ceremony of the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan and Cortina, Italy. Both cities plan to pull out all the stops.
I feel like it was just yesterday we were wrapping up the summer games.
I know.
But here we are looking forward to next year's Winter Games, and helping us with this, Matt Renew with our sister station out in Denver. He's not in Denver this morning. He's in Milan, Italy. So, hey, Matt, last summer in Paris, organizers there wanted to show off the city with events in existing and temporary venues. It sounds like this year, organizers in Italy have a much bigger job on their hands.
You're right, Drew and China. Good morning. This is going to be a big plan to try to one-up what they did in Paris. The plan here showcase all of northern Italy. We have two host countries. That's never happened before, Milan and Cortina. But really, organizers have planned to have events and venues all over the northern half of this country with the most spread out Olympics in history.
In the heart of Milan.
Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Alessandro Pini.
Tour guide Alessandro Pini loves to show tourists his city.
We're going to be thrilled to host the world coming to pay us a visit.
And in 1 year,
we just started really counting the days.
2026 Olympic CEO Andre Vanier says they're excited to show the world Italy.
We feel the excitement, we feel we have test events, we have things happening.
With the first of its kind Olympics having two host cities, Milan and Cortina.
We try with that to represent this duality of our games, you know, the city and the mountains.
And events in existing venues all over northern Italy with the most spread out Olympics ever.
To go in location where sport venues were already existing.
The games will start in Milan in the iconic 100-year-old 80,000-seat San Siro Stadium.
This is the temple of football.
And ceremonies director Maria Laura Asconi says that the 2026 Olympic opening ceremony will be the first to include other cities where venues will be taking place.
San Siro will be, of course, the main spot for the ceremony, but at the same time we will link the clusters of the mountains, Cortina and other mountain clusters that will interact with San Siro.
The mountain town of Cortina, host city of the 1956 Winter Olympics, will do it again and hold alpine ski racing on a course U.S. ski racers love.
This time in Italy, so it's going to be amazing.
So much, Lindsey Vaughn came out of retirement just for the chance to race here.
When I retired, I think the number one thing that I was sad about was that I couldn't race Cortina for the Olympics. In a perfect world, yeah, that would be amazing.
All at a Winter Olympics that will bring the world's best to Italy.
Italy is a welcoming country.
And Alessandro says, show the world the best Italy has to offer.
Always happy to have people coming to pay us a visit.
Going to be a great Olympics. Another first that's never been tried at a Winter Games will be the speed skating venue here in Milan. They've got an existing venue that they've used before and will use again, but they're also going to build a temporary venue that's never been tried before for a Games. They'll have to put that together at the last few months before the Olympics and then make sure that the ice is just right for those high performance athletes, just what they need. Again, the Olympics 1 year out from today at San Siro Stadium. Reporting from Milan, Italy, I'm Matt Renew. Drew, China, another cool thing they're going to do at these Olympics is the closing ceremony, which will be in Verona. They're planning on hosting that inside an arena that was built by the Romans 2,000 years ago, but still gets used today.
Very cool. Hey, Matt, we don't always have reporters live in Italy with us on the Sunrise Show, so I'm not going to let you go just yet. Two quick questions. I have no idea what time of the day it is there, and I'm also wondering how cold it is there this morning or this afternoon.
I'll tell you what, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Milan, and we are in a plaza right beneath the Milan Cathedral. And it's weird to be talking about a Winter Olympics where we're at right now, in Milan at least, because the temperature's right about 45, 50 degrees, like springtime where I'm from back in Colorado. It's beautiful.
Matt Renew, great job this morning for us live in Italy. Rada, they're talking about some mild temperatures, if you will, out in Italy this afternoon. Let's talk about our weather right here this morning in the Portland area.
Yeah, we're not bad. Most of us are in the 30s, but above freezing. So far, only some scattered locations where temperatures have gotten down to 32 here in the Willamette Valley and up into southwest Washington. This is your day if you are traveling around our region. This is this morning. Mainly dry, but lots of cloud cover. And then what I really want to showcase is this fetch of snow in blue later developing this afternoon into this evening. Medford, Bend, out into Baker City. There are advisories and even warnings out for some of these locations, at least 3 to 6 inches of snow up into Baker County, and then in the elevations around southern and south central Oregon. It could be over a foot of snow in the South Oregon Cascades today. But up around Mount Hood, flurries to an inch maybe today, probably just primarily flurries. We have a shower around Astoria. There have been some light showers down around the Albany area so far. What this would be doing in terms of consequence is it's putting down some wetness on roadways. And even in areas that are above freezing right now, if there are some breaks in cloud cover between now and 7:30, temperatures would quickly fall. So we'll keep the impact alert up until 9 a.m. just for the potential of patchy or scattered freezing temperature spots that could impact the roadway surfaces. Extra time, use caution. Just be on guard that you might hit some slick pavement out there. Temperatures not having any problems reported that I know of. 35 in Tigard, 36 Battleground. It is 32 in Gresham this morning. Salem's above freezing. 38 Kaiser, you're actually up a degree to 34. McMinnville right now is at 34 degrees. It's above freezing at the coast. 23 in Bend with snow in the forecast, and 15 in Burns with afternoon snow in the forecast. Truman's got his #1 hat on there. Use that hashtag KGW Dog of the Day. Post on your social media channels. We'll find your photo and your dog will become our Dog of the Day. 30s out east, 40s on the west side. Again, a mainly dry day, Salem, Portland, and Vancouver. The next impact alert is Saturday morning. We're expecting a push of a rain-snow mix across the area with sticking snow, maybe 500 feet and even lower into Saturday morning. We'll talk more about that system coming up in my complete forecast.